Da-da-da-da. Welcome back to my channel. So I decided to do a like impromptu mukbang, and I try to fix the angles up, but it wasn't working out. That's why I'm sweating bullets. Okay. And I was like, you know what? Bump this. My food getting cold. I'm not playing with this. Okay. So I had got me some Chick-fil-A. We got some strips. We got a sandwich. We got a little greens, you feel me? Cookie. And a sweet tea, okay? And for the first time in Chick-fil-A history, they forgot my honey roasted barbecue sauce. Anywho, so what I wanted to come on here and talk to y'all about is what's today's date? What is today's date? Oh, I am recording with my phone. It's the 30th, okay? And so I wasn't gonna do this mukbang. I didn't have this plan, but a conversation that my friend and I had really touched me, and so you know, I figured I'd share with you all because I think we all going through this, and just wanted to let y'all know that you ain't alone. So, our conversation was about like, you know, personal growth and like, you know, social media and like just, you know, the new year coming up, and you know that time of the year where people like go do your vision boards, you know, set your goals, make your plans and things like that. And so she was my friend, shout out to Ayo Bay. I'm gonna leave her channel below. She was you know, just like, oh, you know, like I was just like watching your videos and just looking at like your growth, and she was like, you know, like you really, you know, inspiring. And I was like, who, me? Okay. Because I told her, I said, you know, I feel like the past couple of months I just been having like this like out of body experience. Like I don't really know, I'm not like, I'm in this like transition phase, and I'm trying to like get comfortable with being uncomfortable, and it's very weird. And you know, I told her like I just been feeling like bad about it, you know, and I was like, I look at like, I feel like I'm not, because I focus too much on like the things that still need to get done. I rob myself out of living in the present and giving myself credit where credit is due. And so she was, you know, she was like, you know, I feel you, girl, you end up like, you know, going down spirals and shit about, oh, who, you know, like, oh, if this would have happened, if I would have did this at such and such time, you know, I probably would be in a whole different position. Oh, is it too late for me to start? You know, oh my gosh, look at how much time, money, and energy I wasted, and boo, 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 boo. And, you know, we just was like, all that had to take place for you to even get to this point, you know, to, you know, realize the change and, you know, giving yourself credit. Like, I feel like because we try to rush through the process, and I'm guilty as fuck for this, okay? I'm guilty of this. And you try like so to fit like a life, like your life goals into like a short amount of time, like a year. You end up getting discouraged before you even can get started, because you're trying to, like, of course, when you set the goals, you're trying to figure out your plans. Like how I'm gonna accomplish this, and it don't end up working out because you set a life goal to get done in a year versus setting a yearly goal and just focus on accomplishing that plays a part in getting to the ultimate goal. And so I was like mood board because my goal for 2019 was to figure out what was my purpose. Like, why am I here? Why am I on earth? Why God has kept me. Okay. I'm like, why I was able to survive the things that I've survived. I'm like, you know, what that was my goal for 2019 was to figure out why am I here? Because I feel like to, you know, stick with it, to stick with your goals, you have to know your why. And I just wanted to know like my life why. And I felt like I was in 2019 for me was like this weird transition phase. Like I felt like I knew where I was at. I didn't want to be there too long. And then on the other end, I was like I wasn't doing what I love and what I was fulfilled and called to do. But at the same time, I'm like, what is all that I'm called to do? And that's another takeaway for me is that sometimes you don't have to have 100% to move forward. Okay. Sometimes, you know, we like, oh, I need like the full thing in order for me to move forward. And it's like, no, you know, you have to trust that if it's 25, 50, 75, 60%, whatever is, you know, being revealed to you, you have to trust that, oh, the rest is going to be revealed as I move forward. And getting started is the hardest thing because I feel like you always have this like ready, aim mentality. I know that was like for me, and I had to learn to like stop doing that. I would talk myself out of stuff before you even got started because I'm like, oh, well, like even YouTube, like, oh, how can I get the most like optimal results, and you looking at all the videos and tips and stuff, you know what I'm saying? And it's like you have to first start and be consistent to then have data to reflect. Um, and so that was like my little rant real quick of like leading to the point that my friend and I was just talking about like I feel it. Like I feel that, you know, it's just the time now of either like sink or swim. It's the time now to, you know, place all the bets on you, conquer your fears. And the thing I want to share that I realized was that trick ourselves. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I'm one of the people who felt like, oh well, it, you know, the task of it all just gotta be so complex that I can't just have these simple tasks to get to my goal. Like it's there's something, there gotta be like a boogeyman in all of this to like, you know, that I have to like face, like almost like like you on a game, like there's this level that I know that the boogeyman is just gonna pop out and it's like, calm down, okay? These simple but very important and meaningful tasks will lead you to your goal. And I think that's the thing. We gotta stop making shit complicated. That's my thing. That's my thing. I gotta stop making things complicated. Okay? And keep it simple. Keep it simple. Like YouTube. Keep it simple. Like post a video every other week, once a week, whatever, you know. Keep it simple. You feel me? Because like I said, you ain't gonna be able to reflect if you don't have no type of data to reflect on. Keep it simple. We complicate shit so much so because we see the big grandiose things. We see the person who now has a team for this, a team for that, a team for this, and da 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 da. And that's great. But you don't see how when this person first started, when it was either just them or just them and two friends or two family members or whatever, you didn't realize, like, you didn't get to see that journey of when they were doing all of it, the marketing and everything. They was doing all of that. You feel me? And so I think just keeping shit simple. Says enjoy the moment. Like I feel like I had robbed myself for a long time of like living in the present. Always like living in the past, or if I would have done this differently, or if my mama would have done this differently, or if my family would have done this differently, or if I met different people, or then maybe the outcome of my life would have been different. Or living in the future, oh, when I'm there, I'm there, you know, yeah, oh, I'm just dreaming. And like using it to like escape from like being in the now, because the now is like the reality of like, wait a minute, you said you was gonna do this, but you didn't do it. You said you was gonna do it yesterday, you didn't do it yesterday. So you said you was gonna do it today. Well, today you're here. Today almost gone. And we be like, oh, let me go. You be like, oh, let me get back to like having my mind run in the past or have my mind run in the future. Mm-mm. Do your best, okay? One read I recommend is The Four Agreements. I know this might sound cliche, but getting that mind right. The Four Agreements is the book that I recommend. I feel that um it talks about how to break these old agreements that you don't even realize you made, like with yourself. Society conditions you, and how basically, it's like everything, like with manifestation, it's like basically you can create you a whole new world and create heaven like on earth. um and like I love that freaking book because like the first one is The Four Agreements, and the four agreements are: be impeccable with your words. So don't speak against yourself. Speak with integrity. Say only what you mean. There's power. There's the power of life and death in your tongue, in the tongue. Use the power of your word in the direction of truth and love. Then the next one is don't take anything personally. Ooh, child. That one right here, save me, okay? Nothing others do is because of you. What others say and do is a projection of their own reality, their own dream. When you are immune to the opinions and actions of others, you won't be the victim of needless suffering. And y'all, that victim mentality is fucking real, okay? Self-sabotaging is real. Um, and that one like helped me out a lot because now it's like I look at things in a different lens. Like even when people, and they talk about like even when people, do actions, have negative and ill intentions towards you, it's like still don't look at it as like, oh well, what could I have done to make these people like be evil to me, while also being self-aware that if you fucked up, you was wrong, you was wrong. Okay, let's just keep it 100. Have awareness, but still then, like, you forgave yourself and you move on from that. Still like people, I'm learning like people do things because there's something within them they're not happy about. They're not at peace. They're, dealing with stuff that they haven't resolved yet. And so the next agreement was don't make assumptions. really good, like for your relationships and about communicating with others, you know, um, like not assuming that, okay, like a person knows everything about you and knows how you think and knows like all of how you operate. Like, yeah, there are some things like your family, your friends, your business partners, whoever, you know, that you work closely with or, you know, live with, know about you, you know, and they know like, you know, your values, but to know exactly like how you think to the like nitty gritty as if like they live in your mind, that's a no-go. So it's like don't make assumptions. Find the courage, find the courage to ask questions and to express what you really want. So cut the BS, get straight to the meat of it. Avoid misunderstandings. Communicate with others as clearly as you can to avoid misunderstandings, sadness, and drama. With just this one agreement, you can completely transform your life. And the last one, which these goes back into like this theme or topic of the video, always do your best. Your best is going to change from moment to moment. It will be different when you are healthy as opposed to sick. Under any circumstance, simply do your best and you will avoid self judgment, self abuse, and regret. The Four Agreements by Don Miguel, honey. Definitely, definitely get you this book. And I know they have, but that's what I want to come on here and say. Okay, to let y'all know you ain't alone. We all in this thing together. You know, if 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 anything I can say and give you is fight for yourself. Going into 2020, the next decade, and the decade after that, and the decade after that, and the decade after that, all the way up to whatever Armageddon, Jesus bring heaven to earth, the whole shebang. Um, love you, Lord. The whole shebang. Fight for yourself. Fight for yourself. Fight for your dreams, okay? And enjoy yourself. Because I'm telling you, when you are able to enjoy, like to just, when you know where you're going and you know you have a plan, even if it's just from point A to point B, even when you just have that, you can enjoy yourself. You can, you know, you know, accomplish your goals and still enjoy yourself, okay? Don't rob yourself out of an opportunity, all right? Like, I'm looking at my trademark certificate that I got, and anybody that done trademark, you know that thing can take like almost a year plus, okay? When I got that in the mail, y'all, I was like, at the, you know, I couldn't even rejoice because my mind was so gone and so all on to, well, I don't have a final sample, and you know the people that they, you know, I thought that we was gonna get somewhere, you know, I thought the last sample was gonna be it, but they didn't do this, and oh my god, like, yeah, okay, the trademark came in, but whatever, I don't, you know, what's gonna happen with my sample. I robbed myself out of an opportunity to pat myself on the back and say, congratulations, boo boo. Okay? You did that. You official. I mean, you've been official. Huh. But it's like, you official like a referee whistle now, baby. Okay? Can't nobody come and take that name, honey. You official like a whistle. I couldn't even rejoice and give like God the like praise and honor for being in a position to get that done. Cause trade that shit costs some money, honey. Like it can cost a lot. I'm like, you got people out here who, you know, got products, customers and everything, and they between like their business expenses and their bills, you feel me? They might not even have money to go and get that done. And so please, 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 please learn from me. Learn from my experience. Don't rob yourself, okay? Because now I'm excited as hell for my trademark, man. Okay? Let me y'all see it. Y'all see it, baby. All right. Okay. And got my got my seals on them hoes. Seal on them hoes. Got my picture frame and everything, honey. And I'm gonna hang that sucker up. All right. So, okay. All right. Hold. Sis. Sis. Thank you. She should be rebellious. Oh my gosh. Okay. So I'm gonna end this video off. I'm giving myself a pat on the damn back, honey. Okay. Forever and beyond, we not downplaying ourselves no more. We not doing this like small talk. We not downplaying ourselves. No, none of that. Whatever it is, okay. Whatever it is you accomplish this year, pat yourself on the back. Even if it was baby making 2019, baby, them Mercury retrogrades was cutting the hell up, baby. Even if it was that, okay. I know some people who have dealt with some big losses. You know what I'm saying? Like loss of life, like losing loved ones and stuff. So you making it, because it can get real dark. It can get real dark, and it can get real sad and depressing at times. And I know how it is when you can end up going down that black hole and spiraling down, and having thoughts of like, am I really supposed to be here? And and I can only imagine, you know losing someone who was like a pillar in your life and who helped with building your foundation. So pat yourself on the back. Pat yourself on the back for you keep showing up. Pat yourself on the back for, you know, wherever it is, whether it's, you going out more, because maybe all before you wasn't really going out due to social anxiety, or coins you was like sacrificing a whole lot of years. So, pat yourself on the back if you went on a trip for the first time, if you flew for the first time. Pat yourself on the back for, mending relationships and having the courage to, communicate with people and letting them know that, what we went through, I'm sorry, or you heard me, I know you had my best intentions, but I have to let you know that you dropped the ball in that moment or in that area. Pat yourself on the back for being vulnerable with yourself and knowing when you need help and asking for help. Okay. Pat yourself on the back for not only receiving support, but giving support and having healthy, relationships, like you working on yourself to, have a healthy relationship with yourself, to therefore have healthy relationship with other people. Okay. Pat yourself on the back for it all. You don't have to just pat yourself on the back or, shout to the world on Instagram when you made XYZ amount of dollars for like a month or a year. You don't have to, wait to celebrate yourself. For when you got the dream house or the dream car. You don't have to wait to celebrate yourself. You can do that now. And when you are in a state of gratitude and you realize that, my love, baby, the road to the dream house, the road to the multi-million dollar company, honey, the road to your dream, spouse, all that, it's almost like that road is sweet. It's sweet, and you're not bogged down, and you're not like, just allowing your emotions to run rampant because it's not, you feel that, oh, it's not happening when I want it to happen. Instead, you enjoy the process. You like, I enjoy that I'm getting to know myself in this area. I enjoy, that I can, do this, and I was able to fail in this, and I have to worry about, um having these other obligations or responsibilities. So enjoy yourself. Gratitude will get you a long way. Okay. Faith without work is dead, but honey, that gratitude is what keeps you sane. Okay. When you can enjoy yourself, it keeps you sane. Okay. So pat yourself on the back. Let me know, you know, y'all can let me know whatever in the comment section. Okay. Let me know something that, you are proud of yourself for. Okay. Something that you like, hey, B, I noticed this about that's an accomplishment. Like being self aware. I think we don't realize how, as humans, society condition us to be selfish as fuck. So, if you like, this is something I wasn't made aware of and that I wanna focus on moving forward. Or hit a girl with some clapping emojis. It's whatever. But I'm just letting y'all know right here, right now, that we are turning up. Okay. So don't be looking, brand new when you see your girl cutting up on here. Showing me in my entirety. You feel me? Highs and lows. So I love y'all. I pray that y'all have a safe New Year's celebration. Be safe, drive safe, okay? And enjoy yourselves. Don't worry about who did what in the past. Don't worry about, oh Lord, what is this to come? Don't worry about none of that. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy your company. Enjoy this moment where you get to feel the wind, that you get to feel, depending on where you're at, the sun, the gust of cold, whatever it is. Just enjoy yourself and understand that everything you want, everything you need is already inside you, honey. It's not that we're trying to bring things to us, honey. We are trying to take these things that are in us and transform it out. Okay. So see y'all in the new year. Love y'all. Mwah, mwah. And I see y'all in the next video. Peace. 2020 for me is living and building, honey. I'm enjoying myself. I'm gonna enjoy myself, okay? Through the process of, um, turning the dreams into reality. I'm like Oprah said, okay, Queen Aquarian. Like Oprah said, man, I'm just living the dream. Like most successful people, they don't even like have like they have an idea, but they don't even know like how exactly all this stuff gonna turn out. And so Drake, like, yeah, I always knew I wanted to live, like live in this like subdivision, living this part of town. He said, but could I have imagined like the house looking like this and the infrastructure being like this and having all, like just my life being all that it is now. He's like, he was like, it ended up being more than what I could dream of. And so bottom line, if it's going to end up being more, because we already know, baby, God give you more than you can think, dream, or ever ask for. So if that's the case, why stress yourself out and rob yourself of living the dream? Okay? Why stress yourself out about, well, I can't move forward until I know what's between point A, point B, B, C, D, C. You know what the Z is, okay? Trust God. If you know what the Z is and God gave you a plan from point A to point B, why you feel like you can't move forward if you don't know what GH is? And that's what we do to ourselves. We want the whole thing mapped out in order for us to go. And that's not the case. You have to trust. I don't care whether you believe like in God, the universe, you know, the ones that came before you, our ancestors, whatever your source, you know, a comfort and guidance. All across the board, you know, all across the board, you have to trust. They're not about to tell you everything, okay? It's not going to tell you everything. That's because you have to trust. And really, now that I'm learning, like, you know, this just hit me. Also, it's like to help train you. That unknown, and I put quotations in it, is to help train you and get you back to who you were before this world trained you up and to think like the world. It is trying to get you back to the time where you knew your power and you were out here able to make things all with your mind. You feel me? All with your mind. That's what you know, I think that's the thing about the process. The process is not so much as like trying to bring you to this like forward person, but the process, the renewing of your mind, is trying to bring you back to the being you were before this world got a hold of you and told you, oh, you depend on us to for your happiness and for your joy and for your love and your success. No, you feel me? The process is trying to get you to trust that you have the power already in you. Okay? Because let's be real, it's scary when you don't know like the who's and the hows and you know the why. All you need is the what. Okay? All you need is the what. As long as you got the vision, honey, your purpose, your mission, that's all you need. Everything else is going to come. You have to trust that it's all going to come. Because remember, you are a being that was in alignment and you saw these things come to play and come together. Okay? It kind of remind me, you know, the best visualization is like the movie Lucy at the end, where they you know, the movie about like the woman being able to access like the full capacity of her mind and how she was able to like literally create things and move energy. I feel like that movie and Doctor Strange and there's some other ones, I feel like those movies, to me, if you were looking like for a visual of like how we are like supposed to operate, that shows like the power we have. Okay? You can't tell me the creator created this whole universe and the complexities of this universe and universes and galaxies and solar systems and all these planets and even down to us, and you can't tell me that we don't have like access to that. You feel me? Access to that power. Honey, guess what? Enjoy yourself. Get to know who you are. Get to know who you really are. And enjoy the ride. That's all I wanted to say.